Hello and welcome back to the RoadHouse diner for our second meet. And this is the first one we've done on a Saturday, so it really is a kind of a suck it and see thing. We've got an 8:30 till 2:30 here today to have a really relaxed meet. Sorry, that sounded nice. And the relaxed nature really does seem to have worked well. So we're just going to go for a quick wander because the relaxed nature means we're now 10:30 and cars are coming and going. So we don't have a complete, I know I'm waffling again, but it's working really well as a relaxed thing. No one is tied here. So there's lots of cars coming and going. Some things have come, some things have gone. So we're going to have a quick walk around and just see what's here currently. And it's pretty hard to miss this stunning, stunning Edsel convertible. Just having a chat with the owner who's at the back of the car now. All original panels. It was restored in the 90s. The paint is exceptional. It's all stood up really, really well. The chrome is beautiful. It's even got an original factory option record player in it, which still works. So I'm sure as Lou comes around in a minute, he will capture the interior. And in the middle there, sticking out, you can see the record player, the tissue dispenser, and it's a very well optioned car, this. And a stunning, stunning example. Nice and bright, brings a bit of cheer to anyone's day, surely. And I'm going to follow Lou where Lou goes, but I'd imagine if we go around the back of this part first, and then we've got the field today, so we've got plenty of space, which is funny because 147 cars in a small space is really busy, and then a lot of cars in a big space isn't quite so busy. So we've got the Jag X300 there, with an unusual option there, the white vinyl, I assume, and a big old land yacht of a Mercury Marquis next to it as well, which is a huge, huge vehicle. This was one of the first cars here today, and one of those cars that was probably much unloved during the 90s, and they're kind of coming back into fashion now as being a pretty cool thing. Next out, we've got the Dodge Viper GTS, which is interesting, trying to get this into the car park because we are an unmade MOT car park, and that's quite a low machine, but a lovely rumble as it came through the door. And then next to that we've got the 65 Corvette convertible. Again, one of the early cars to show up this morning was a Corvette, enjoying the beautiful weather. And then we've got Mr. Nick Pettit's Ford next to it, which we painted a good few years back now. Nice bright bit of colour. Well, we're going to cut up. I'm following you, Lou. So we've got Tommy and Danny's Mark II Ford Fiesta, which they've recently got back on the road, which Tommy painted himself on the driveway, which we're a big fan of because, as he said this morning, that's the first car he's ever painted, and we think he's done an exceptional job on that. Very, very good for not only a first attempt, but a home DIY job on the driveway as well. We are looking close, and you're on the YouTube video, so if Tommy's just said he's got enough paint to paint another one, so if anyone wants another one doing, we'll hand your number out.
Yeah, I can do it.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Sorry?
Appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Well, we try and keep it nice and relaxed. Come and go as you please. No one's pinned in. Nice and easy bit of breakfast then.
Yeah.
There's one for Dan over at Precision there, the V-Dub. This is right up his street. I'm not going to pretend to know what it is and give details because I'll get it wrong and he'll give me a ribbing. So I'm just going to say a pretty cool California V-Dub. And next to that, we have a brace of Fiats. Again, apart from one's a 500, I couldn't tell you what the one next to it is. Is that a 600? The big estate version? Big. Well, you know, compared to a standard one, it's relatively big, I guess. Apologies to people about the waffle. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to Fiats and VWs. Other than they're pretty cool. I do like this. Michelle saw the estate, should we say, and she said she'd love that for the diner, for going out and doing stock runs and things, but reality, I'm not sure how much stock she's going to be getting into there. Lovely Corvette. That is a really nice, practical, everyday supercar, I think. Very, very nice example. Sounded pretty meaty coming in. Thankfully, everyone's been super respectful though. There's been no wheel spins, burnouts or anything like that. So people are adhering to our one rule.
Love this. Interesting, isn't it?
Different, isn't it? It's a Land Rover-ish custom thing. I'm not quite too sure. Not quite sure what that's all about, but it is pretty cool. And
I don't know, it's private plate.
I'm trying to see where you're pointing, Lou, but we've got the MG Midget there. Grab all of them. I'm not going to talk about everything that's on view. We'll just go for a wander through. It's not a car meet without CL Cosworth, which is a cool thing. And a Maestro. When was the last time you saw a Maestro?
Brown.
In brown, no less. Very unusual thing. And then over here we have quite the little hot rod. Proper old school, big V8, tiny frame, no space inside. That's a bit of a cool quirk. It's a
Good old Jago machine.
yeah. What an interesting little, well, a bit of fun, a bit of bouncy fun. Now on pan on round, Lou, we've got the Porsche 911 there in the corner and really nice Mark II Escort coming through. The Escort, which we know is Cosworth powered. The gentleman popped in to see us with this at work about a week or so back. He's going to swing round in a minute, I'm sure. There we go, Lou. There we go. Very nice Mark II Escort with Cosworth power. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, quick visit for me.
No, I appreciate you coming down.
With some classics, if it's all right to invite them down next
Absolutely,
time.
mate, absolutely.
About 3 or 4 of them, but you say
Second-
them every like 2 weeks, are they?
Second Saturday of every month.
Oh, perfect. All right.
So,
I'll see
yeah.
you next one.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, no worries. Good to see you.
Brightening up the day.
I'd like to get it booked in with you at some point. Maybe no rush, but like early next year or something.
Brilliant. Brilliant. You know where we are? Right, and now this is the extra bit we've got is all this parking here. And on our way round here, it looks kind of empty because it's a huge field, but just coming round, Lou and I were discussing how this is far more relaxed than the first meet. I don't think we've got 147 cars in one go, but throughout the course of the morning with stuff coming and going all the time, we probably have had, not far off that number, but in a far more relaxed manner, which is fantastic. It actually works a lot better, I think, that way. We'll just let the Mustang go. He was here last time as well, so we'll let him come past before we will go for a wander. Again, this sounds like it's got a bit of a bark to it. Thanks for coming, sir. All clear. Rather unusual peppermint mini clubman estate. Don't see many estates anymore. That looks exceptionally clean under there as well. Very nice. Just how they should be, eh? What a lovely, lovely car. And then next to it, the Aston Martin as well. So a nice bit of a yin and a yang there. Both exceptionally nice for their own reasons. Lotus Sunbeam next to it. And which is cool. Absolutely, mate, absolutely. And again, exceptionally well presented. Really nice car. That is in great shape. Just a really clean design, clean car, nice bit of fun. And next to it, it says 2 litre Z-Tech, so clearly a slightly modified Capri there, Mark III, sitting on some mini light alloys. Nice little bit of inspiration and motivation maybe for Bo. He Luke chuckling at the thought of motivating Bo, but you know, it's got to be done. And we'll come back to it, but I mean that Buick there is stunning. That is a beautiful, beautiful car. But starting off down the end here, we've got the MR2. Toyota MR2, which they have kind of a crazy following, those things. Not something we've ever got too involved in, but a strong following all the same. And obviously something that we do see quite frequently. Beautiful Mustang there. Badged up as a 302 on the side there, so fastback Mustang, 1965. I think it's a 65. Pete Cavallio of Classic American Car Sales will be correcting me if I'm wrong, but I think that's a 65. And then next to it, with the modern classics, we've got a Renault Sport, Renault Clio Sport. All caged out. That's going to be quite a track day weapon, I'd imagine. Very popular with the Larry colours. Quite a cool thing, I'd imagine. That's a bit of a handful on the road as well. Jaguar XKR next to it, representing the modern classics. I know that's a Toyota, but I couldn't tell you what it is beyond being a Toyota. And I know that's a Corsa, and here we are back. This beautiful Buick GS. I saw this coming in, and it's got a lovely subtle burble to it. Beautiful, beautiful car for a summer's day like this. Automatic with the bucket seats. I say bucket seats, which is quite funny really, because in America those are deemed to be bucket seats as opposed to bench seats. I think an individual seat is more fitting a name. Bucket seats, as we know in the UK, once you're in, you're not getting out, whereas there's not much lumbar support being offered there. Next to it, we've got the MG. Nice little two-tone MG. I don't know where you want to be going with that. You can almost smell the leather and wood from there, can't you? It is a lovely, lovely machine. Chrysler Newport next to it, which again that's a really cool slab of Americana there. Really, really nice. It's not a highly restored example, it's a proper working, usable classic. Very, very cool. You just know that that's going to cruise lovely. What do you reckon? An easy 6 to 8 seater, comfortably? Very, very cool. Next to it, equally cool for lots of other reasons, a genuine police interceptor Ford Crown Vic. This belongs to Alan, who works with Brad over at Goblin Automotive. Genuine police import, or genuine import, proper police spec, police interceptor, heavy duty suspension, loads and loads of power. Don't come telling me about Chevy rubbish on film. God, we're just praising your car.
I cleaned that and then parked on the tree last night. I was like, great, wonderful.
You should see the Impala right now. But we've just sung your praises about how cool it is and how genuine it is.
It is, yeah.
All original police spec still?
It is, yeah, no, yeah. It is a genuine P71 at the factory. As it was in 2006, it went to Hampshire PD and then was auctioned off 2011 and it came here. So it's been here longer than it was in the US.
Very cool.
But if
mate.
you've ever seen New Hampshire State, there's like 500 people live there because it's tiny.
It hasn't done much work.
Very cool.
So when's your prop coming so you can bring the Impala?
2 weeks' time. So hopefully, I've got to be careful. This is genuinely on film right now. We will be posting this midweek, so I don't want to say it will be here at the next meet, but it should be here at the next meet.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It's a lovely looking car.
It depends if America are going to release any goods over to us.
Sure.
We've
My
had
problem-
no issues with Rock Auto, the bits I ordered last time. And
Well-
the person's had no
was,
issues with
that
the...
was before that. I've had issues trying to order bits for this.
Oh, I haven't ordered anything in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
This is
no.
UPS expedited mail, so fingers crossed we'll have
The
it
problem
here.
is it's on our end. So
Normally
the
is.
embargo's our end.
Yeah,
So
normally is.
America, like, fine.
And are we
but-
going to have the land back soon?
Yes, you are. Again, that's on film now. So there you go, Lou. Monday, mate, you're on the land.
Well, it's at least it's smaller to rub down than the other thing you've been rubbing down.
I was going to say, you got the.
If I bring some sausage rolls, do you go faster?
No, that backfired massively. Right, we're just going to wrap this up because we are pretty much there to wrap up. We'll just cover that nadgy old Ford on the end, I guess.
Oh, I love that.
That one, that's the one, mate. That's the one.
Love that.
Which,
390.
as you're on it, if you pan slightly, there he goes. Look, there you go. We've managed to sneak Bo in as well. Should we see if I can get a wave out of him? No, he's not playing ball today. There we go. There's a quick wander around our first Saturday meet, which has actually been a really nice, relaxed success. There's a couple more cars just coming in the car park over there now as well. So yeah, a nice, relaxed success. We're going to do this every Saturday. Every Saturday. No, we're not. We're going to do this every second Saturday of the month. So if you're in the area or fancy a ride out in the good weather, this is where we're going to be. Every second Saturday, the RoadHouse Diner at Polegate, starting from around 8:30 until around 2:30. So we will see you at the weekend for, I think, what will be our 200th video on the Mini, the flip-flop paint Mini. So thanks for watching. Sorry if I've bored anyone with a waffle. It's a fairly unedited, rough cut video, and we will catch up with you at the weekend.